Morning, everyone. This is Rahul Sharma, a Vedic practitioner from Chicago. Today, I will be releasing my video number 142. I know we talk about Kalash Pratna, Kalash prayer way in the beginning, but today my perspective will be a little different. And this time, it will be more towards the real philosophy. What my Gurudev Pandit Shriram Sharma Acharya Mata Bhagavati Devi Sharma has expressed in the book Karamkan Bhaskar, page 48. So I'm going to explain you the Kalash prayer in Sanskrit and then how it has been translated into Gujarati, Hindi, English, and the true philosophy of that. So whenever we do any prayer at home, it is always recommended to have a Kalash, a pitcher, which represents the universe and inclusion of diversity, as I explained in many of my earlier teaching. And then we do this prayer there. I'm going to quickly read this into Sanskrit so you can understand and relate when next time you're going to have puja at your home or in the temple when you observe a kalash there. Om Kalashsya Mukhe Vishnu Kanthe Rudra Samashritah Mule Tvaste Sthito Brahma Madhye Matra Gana Smrutah Kokshau tu Sagra Sarve Saptadvipa Vasundhara ऋग्वेदो अथ यजुर्वेदः सामवेदो यथर्वणः अंगेषु सहिताः सर्वे कलशन्तो समाश्रितः अत्र गायत्री सावित्री शान्ति पुष्टिकरी सदा त्वयि तिष्ठन्ति भूतानि त्वयि प्राणाः प्रतिष्ठिताः शिवः स्वयं तमेवासि विष्णु त्वं च प्रजापतिः आदित्या वसवो रुद्रा विश्वे देवाः सपैतृकाः त्वयि तिष्ठन्ति सर्वेऽपि त्वत्प्रसादमिं यज्ञं यतः कामफलप्रदाः कर्तुर्मिहे जलोद्भव सान्निध्यं कुरु मे देव प्रसन्नो भव सर्वदा प्रसन्नो भव सर्वदा. I'm sure by listening to this tone or music you could have related that how many times you have heard this prayer. But now let's understand the meaning in Hindi, English, and then the true philosophy of this. So this is the picture shows you, and every home should have a kalash in their puja place. So as a symbolic reminder, even if you just see it, it will trigger you a lot of important messages which I'm going to talk to you in the next few minutes, or Gurudev really wanted to have. So in Hindi, what you see in कलश के ऊपरी भाग पर जो कि मुख भाग है उसमें विष्णु, कंठ यानी कि गले में रुद्र विराजमान रहते हैं, उसके मूल तल में ब्रह्मा स्थित हैं और मध्य भाग में मात्र शक्तियां स्मरण की जाती हैं. एक कलश के अंदर में एक यूनिवर्स के रूप में वी आर एक्सप्लेनिंग एवरीथिंग. कलश के उदर भाग यानी कि पेट में सभी सागर और 7 द्वीपों सहित पृथ्वी विद्यमान है. ऋग्वेद, यजुर्वेद, सामवेद, अर्थवेद भी कलश के मध्य भाग में पेट में विद्यमान है. सभी अंगों सहित संपूर्ण वेद इस कलश में आश्रित हैं. यहाँ गायत्री और सावित्री सदा शांति और पुष्टि प्रदान करती हैं. आप में सभी जीव निवास करते हैं. आप में सभी प्राण प्रतिष्ठित हैं. आप स्वयं शिव हैं, आप विष्णु हैं और आप प्रजापति हैं. आदित्य, वसु, रुद्र, विश्वदेव, पितृगण सभी आप में विराजमान हैं. आपकी कृपा से यह यज्ञ मनोवांछित फल देने वाला है. हे जल से उत्पन्न देव, मैं यह यज्ञ करने का इच्छुक हूँ. कृपया मुझे अपनी निकटता प्रदान करें, सदा प्रसन्न रहें. तो बहुत ही मीनिंगफुल ये श्लोक हैं. 6 श्लोक हैं. 6 श्लोक का मैंने हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन दिया है. Those who could not understand Hindi, I'm going to explain you in English. So the entire picture, right from the top, the neck, bottom, and the middle part of this picture, Kalash, we have explained the entire universe in it. So at the mouth of the sacred pot, the Kalash, resides the Lord Vishnu. Vishnu at the end, at the neck dwells the Rudra. At its base is established Brahma, and in the middle are remembered the divine or mother energies. In the womb of this Kalash, center part, exist all the ocean and the earth with its 7 continents. The Rigved, Yajurved, Samved, Arthaved, all the 4 Vedas are also present in the womb of this Kalash. All the Vedas with their auxiliary branches reside in the Kalash. Here Gayatri and Savitri are always bestow peace and nourishment. All living beings dwell in you, that means the Kalash. All life forces are established in you, that means within Kalash. You yourself are Shiva, you are Vishnu, and you are Prajapati, the creator, the Brahma. The Adityas, Vasus, Rudras, Vishwadevas, and the ancestral spirits also reside in you within the Kalash. By your grace, this ritual becomes the bestower of the desired fruits. O divine born from the water, I perform this sacred ritual of Yagna. May you divine in your divine presence and may ever be pleased. Okay, very meaningful shloka, and it goes as a prayer. Those who understand Gujarati, you can read it yourself by pausing the video. This is what it means. Now let's truly understand why this mantra has been retained by Gurudev Pandit Shriram Sharma Acharya in the Kramkand Bhaskar. Okay, of course the mantras were written long back in the Vedic era, but Gurudev has gone through the analysis of every single thing and retained the one which really makes sense. So why it makes sense for the Gurudev? The Kalash, the sacred pot, is not just a ritual object. It's a profound symbol of the entire universe within us. His revolutionary interpretation moves beyond ritualistic worship to deep psychological and spiritual understanding. So now time for us to understand that. So let's talk about the holistic consciousness. When we talk about Samagra Chetna, this Kalash represents that divinity is not somewhere out there. It exists within every aspect of creation, including within ourselves. When we honor the Kalash, we honor the creative force, the Brahma, at our foundation, the preserving force, the Vishnu, at our higher consciousness, which is the center of the brain, and the transformative force, which is Shiva, at our center of change. The nurturing divine mother energies in our emotional core. When we establish the Kalash, we awaken the entire universe within ourselves. So we are the Kalash having all those qualities. Now let's talk about the second part, integration, not the separation, ekatmata. Gurudev emphasized that all sacred knowledge of four Vedas, all divine energies like Gayatri and Savitri, all elements like water, air, earth, ocean, and all celestial beings exist in one integrated consciousness. As a life application, stop living a fragmented life where spirituality is separated from the physical body or separate from the duty or personal growth from the service. The Kalash teaches the inclusion of all aspects of life. That's the integration. Now going further beyond this, the Sanidhya, the divine presence in daily life. The final verse asks for the Sanidhya, which is the closeness and the presence. Gurudev taught that this doesn't mean God will appear physically. It means living consciously in every moment, feeling the divine presence in all beings, making every action a sacred offering, and transforming mundane into meaningful. The revolutionary interpretation is you don't need temples, priests, or elaborate rituals. The moment you recognize the divine in yourself and others, you have achieved the Sanidhya. Then we have Kama Phal Prada, that means fulfillment of desires by this worship. Gurudev clarified that this doesn't mean magical wish fulfillment by doing this ritual. It means right desires emerge when consciousness is aligned. Inner transformation naturally creates outer abundance. Obstacles dissolve when we work with universal laws, and success comes not from manipulation but from the internal alignment. Such a powerful thought and philosophy about every single ritual what we perform during our puja. That's why the Karamkand Bhaskar is so important. Last piece of it, the ultimate message for the humanity is happiness. So you are the Kalash, containing all the divine potential, all the mother energies, Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiv. Integration bring the peace, not the fragmentation. So we need to think as a ekatma, unity. Serve like water with humility and universality. Live consciously, every moment is sacred. Transform from within. External change will follow naturally. One who lives understanding this mantra, true meaning remains ever content because they have found the divine within themselves. Now let's talk about some real world examples and modern success principle who lived this philosophy of the Kalash and remained happy. Ratan Tata, the India's business icon who recently passed away. He has shown integration of all elements like the Kalash. Ratan Tata integrated business with compassion, which is like similar to Vishnu preservation. He transformed the dying companies like Shiva transformation, created new ventures, which is Brahma, the creation, the creative energy. So he created new ventures, he transformed the dying companies, and he integrated business with compassion, which is Vishnu. He nurtured employees like his family, okay, which is Matra Guna, which is mother energies. Now, water-like qualities, he was adaptable like water, adapted Tata Group to global market while keeping Indian values. Humility, lives in modest apartment despite the billion-dollar empire. Purity, he refused bribes and maintained ethical business practices. Universal consciousness, when he launched Tata Nano, the rupees 1 lakh car, critics said it was financially unviable. His response embodied the Kalash philosophy. It's not about profit all the time. Families on a scooter in rain, that image never left me. When you see divinity in all beings, profit becomes secondary to service. Service orientation, 65% profit to charity. Now let's talk about another example of Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman filmed Black Panther during his cancer treatment. Water-like quality, adaptability, humility, life-giving despite suffering. Service orientation, he visited sick children while battling his own illness. Evolved desires, from acting success to representing the black excellence. Lasting impact, final tweet become Twitter's most liked post ever. This is about Chadwick Boseman representing the Kalash philosophy during his lifetime. Another example, Major Dhyan Chand, the major hockey player from India, complete integration. I am India, my stick is India, can't separate them. That was his philosophy. His water-like consciousness, adapted to any surface, remained humble. His devotional practice, 18 hours daily as meditation, not ambition. Focus on the process. Don't think about goals. Make each pass perfect. Natural result, 400 plus goals in hockey. 3 plus gold. World Day become a national sports day. Okay, that's some success example which you can see how they're aligned with the philosophy of the Kalash. So what are the action items for all of us? After understanding these proven benefits of Kalash, establish Kalash in your puja room along with Dev Sthapana as a visual reminder, and at every visual interaction in daily basis with Kalash trigger the ultimate message for humanity's happiness. You are the Kalash containing all divine potential. Integration bring peace, not the fragmentation. Serve like water, okay, with humility and universality. Live consciously, every moment is sacred, and transform from within. The external change follows naturally. And then there's a very good book which relates to the similar philosophy, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Just as the Kalash contains all divine forces in one integrated whole, the power of now teaches that all time, past, present, and future exist in the present moment. The book's core message of Sanidhya, the divine presence through present moment awareness, directly reflects the mantra's call for living consciously. If you have any question, feel free to reach out to me at rahulrenusharma@gmail.com or write comment under this video so can respond back to you. There are a list of books available to you to read and increase your belief and faith in 5,000-year-old proven Vedic system of success and happiness, and invest your efforts to understand it and publicize it to your known circle. With this, thank you everyone. See you next